Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you a Create-A-Sim video of the Nancy Drew household. I'm starting here with Nancy, who I have already made for my And Then There Were None Let's Play, and then I'm using her genetics to randomize a father so that I can create Carson Drew for her. It's kind of funny because the mom that I started with right away already looked a lot like Kate Drew from The Silent Spy, but I wanted to do Carson since he is the one that is in the series. So the whole point for doing this is to have Nancy's family for the Let's Play that I will be doing after my And Then There Were None Let's Play. I'll be doing just kind of a general Let's Play with the Nancy Drew family, and we're going to start off with Nancy as a young adult and Carson and Hannah as adults. So starting with Carson here, again, I used Nancy's genetics to create a father that looked like that had Nancy's genetics, and then I just made a few minor alterations. I didn't want him to look exactly like Nancy because Nancy is obviously a blend of Carson and of Kate, so I wanted to give him his own look as well. I went with the brown hair with a little bit of gray in it because he is an adult. He is he's a little bit older, but he's not terribly old. I would assume that Carson is kind of in like his 50s, probably somewhere in that range, probably in his 50s somewhere. And I loved when I gave him this beard that you could see the graying around the beard. It just looked very sophisticated. As far as his aspiration, I thought super parent worked really well for him because especially after Kate passed away, he probably really wanted to take it upon himself to really focus on his family, Nancy specifically, because he doesn't have any other children. So I also made him family oriented and good because he is a very good sim. He works really hard to be a really good lawyer and do the right thing, and I feel like he's instilled those values in his daughter as well. And I also made him a bookworm because he is a lawyer, and I have a feeling that he would really like to read, especially having seen the Drew household. There's lots of books around. I feel like he would definitely be a reader. Now, when I was going for Carson's outfits, I wanted to do something very sophisticated, something kind of formal for him. I feel like he would have a very sleek style. He would wear lots of jackets, he would wear lots of nice button-up shirts, lots of nice sweaters, things like that. So when I was looking through the catalog, I was definitely looking for clothes like that, like this jacket that we just put on him. I also thought that brown would be a color that he would wear pretty frequently and would be able to pull off quite nicely. I think it ends up looking really good on him. I just wanted him to be very professional and kind of give off a really put together and grounded kind of vibe. He's not snooty by any means, but I think he would just want to come across as a very put together person. And a lot of how you dress conveys how you come across to others. So I think that would be something that would be important to him, especially in his professional life, because he is a very well respected lawyer. So I wanted him to be able to convey that quite easily. I gave all of the characters 5 outfits. So Nancy I had already created for my And Then There Were None Let's Play, so she already has 2 outfits, but I give her some more outfits as well. Going through some of these, just looking back, it's kind of funny the things you click on and think might work. This was a little bit more of a formal suit, but it was also the jacket's unbuttoned and everything, so I thought it looked quite nice. There were actually a lot of whole body outfits that I thought worked out very nicely for Carson. They were very stylish. He's definitely got a good look going. I feel like he's very handsome. I love that trench coat look, that kind of like Sherlock Holmes look. But it wasn't quite right for Carson. Started to go for some sweaters here too, so for some nice sweaters. The Let's Play that I'm going to be starting with the Drew family will be starting in spring, so I wanted more of the clothes to be fit for kind of that cooler time of year as well. Cooler, and as we get closer to summer, we'll obviously start to wear more shorts, and I feel like he'll be wearing a lot of kind of like polo tops and things like that. So I had some good outfits for him there. I went with a darker outfit for his fourth outfit, and I liked the idea of doing sweaters, so I wanted to find another nice sweater for him. This dine out sweater was looking really good on him. I didn't change things up too much because I felt like he would also be one of those people that would have a few really nice staples in his closet and then would change up his outfits based and kind of just mix and match things. He wouldn't want to go excessive with his clothing. He wouldn't want to have more than is necessary. I wanted him to have a very nice suit, so if he had to try any cases, he would have a very nice professional suit. Of course, there isn't a lawyer career in The Sims 4. I wish there was. The closest things we have probably are politician and business. I feel like the business career might give a similar feeling of being a lawyer. So I could certainly put him in that career and just say that he's being a lawyer. Or he could do the politician career, but then there's a lot more going on with that. Yeah, I might have to do the business career for him. Just did his athletic outfit there, moving on to his pajamas. Again, it's spring, so I wanted him to have something fairly warm. So I went the full body, nice matching set of pajamas. Again, I feel like that's something that he would totally do, have a nice matching set. For his party wear, I think I ended up going with this brown sweater. Or maybe another. Yeah, I tried out a few different sweaters for him. Just cardigans in general, I think Carson pulls off really nicely. Especially with that little bit of gray in his hair, he looks very sophisticated. I like it a lot. I think I gave him some darker pants for this. They look sort of black. Black and brown, actually, if you do it well, they can mix together quite nicely. I wanted to give him these new swim trunks from Seasons, and he would not be a baseball cap kind of guy. I just do not see that for him. I do not envision that being something he would be interested in. I thought this, that polo shirt that he's wearing now is very much a dad top. Like, I could easily see dads wearing that, but I wanted to dress it up a little bit more with kind of these Bermuda shorts here. Give it a little bit of color, give it something a little bit more fun. And then he needed some nice sandals, too. I thought those kind of like Keen's type sandals worked nicely for a warm outfit for him. And I love this jacket for him for his outerwear. I could absolutely see a successful, kind, handsome man wearing that jacket and scarf. I think that works out great for Carson. So this is him almost done. I was trying to decide what boots I wanted him to wear with his outerwear outfit. Do I give him gloves? I feel like I might not have given him gloves. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so that's pretty much Carson done. I wanted to make sure that the relationship was working out there. I think it was. It was just for some reason saying it wasn't for a little while. So Nancy, like I said, already had 2 everyday outfits. She already had a formal outfit and everything. So I wanted to give her more outfits because in this next play we'll be focusing with Nancy as the main character. She will be playing with her in the detective career. She will, the detective career that came with Get to Work, she will be in that career, which is pretty close to what she's doing, or what she does in the PC games, in the books, just pretty much what Nancy does in general. I loved this dress for her because I thought it had kind of a vintage vibe, but it was also pretty practical. One thing, I love wearing dresses, but I hate when they are so short that I feel like my movement is restricted. I feel like that dress would not restrict Nancy's movement, so she would still be able to move around and do things. I wanted to make sure that Nancy had a couple outfits that were casual and a couple outfits that were feminine. I thought I could totally see Nancy wearing more of these like baggy jeans and just a t-shirt, a very simple outfit. I could absolutely see her wearing those too. I think she would definitely dress for the occasion. I think she would be very good at understanding what to wear and when. I think that would be a strength of hers. And she's, of course, always wearing the heart locket that Ned gave her. Ned will also be in the Let's Play, as will Nancy's friends, Bess, George, and Frank, and Joe Hardy. They will all be included as well, and I'll be doing a Create a Sim of all of those Sims also. Very excited to do that grouping. I haven't quite decided yet if I want them all to live in separate lots in different houses, or if I want to build kind of an apartment building and have them like Bess and George would live together, Ned would live probably by himself, or maybe he would live with Frank and Joe. Frank and Joe would definitely live together. Let me know in the comments what you think would be fun to see. Should they all have their own houses, or should they live in an apartment building? Because we will be mostly focusing on Nancy, but we will on occasion switch around to the other characters, mostly for storytelling purposes. Let me know what you think would be fun. So now I'm doing the seasonal outfits for Nancy. I thought for her summer outfit, Nancy would definitely want to do something practical. So I tried a few different tank tops. I looked at a few different options, but I think I ended up going with that more sporty one that I had been looking at before, and it's actually just a base game top, but it's got a kind of like a nice sports bra, a nice comfortable tank top that would be really easy to move around in, and then just a nice pair of jean shorts that she could still do a lot of stuff with. I had to give her the heart necklace, the heart locket, of course. I'm a Ned and Nancy fan. That will be explored in the Let's Play, but just as a little precursor, I am a Ned and Nancy fan. I wanted to put her hair up, too. I took forever trying to find the ponytail that I gave her in my original Create-A-Sim of Nancy. It was really hard finding her ponytail. I couldn't figure out where on earth it went, because it was the perfect length, in my opinion, and I liked the nice little braid. It added a nice feminine touch without being too high maintenance. At least my perception of Nancy is that she is feminine but practical. She isn't going to wear heels if she knows that she needs to be running, and she's not going to spend too much time on her hair when she knows she could be out solving a mystery. But she also likes to dress up as the situation demands. So feminine but practical is definitely the style I was going for with Nancy. Those sunglasses, I actually kind of liked those, but I didn't think they were quite Nancy's style. The cheetah thing was a little bit much. Went for a nice outerwear look for her. I loved this green jacket because it reminded me so much of Kate Drew. She looks so much like her mom in that jacket, and I think it's great. I wanted her to have some more fun snow pants too, so I tried out a few different options and colors. I can't remember which ones I ended up going with. I might just go with plain ones. Yeah, they're kind of like that, a really deep bluey green sort of. But I think that color is just really suits Nancy, the deep green and everything. I think it looks really nice on her. So we're finalizing that outerwear. I think I did give her a hat too. I wanted her to be nice and warm in case she needed to solve a mystery in Canada, for example, just like in The White Wolf of Icicle Creek. She has had to solve mysteries in cold places, or Sea of Darkness too, in Reykjavik, Iceland. Oh yes, Hannah Gruen. So that's Nancy pretty much finished, and now we were doing Hannah. So I did a random sim to start with, and I thought Hannah's aspiration, she's portrayed in the books as just being an amazing cook. So I thought she would really want to hone her cooking skills, which is why I gave her a cooking aspiration. She has the foodie trait and the neat trait as well, because she does start out as the housekeeper for the Drew family. So I thought she would be really good at those skills, and it would be important to her to have the house looking nice, to always have good food available. And she's family oriented, because Hannah really is a surrogate mother to Nancy. She really took over. She was always kind of a maternal presence for Nancy, I feel like, even when Kate was still living, but especially after Kate passed away, Hannah was definitely there to care for Nancy and be that motherly presence in her life. So Hannah is such a great character. I was playing around just with the facial features a little bit here. The hair I have on her now is purely to keep the hair out of her face. Because it's nice to just pull it away when you're trying to do a certain look. The hair I end up giving her is the black hair with the gray streaks. And the only reason I decided to go with dark hair is because I wanted a hair that wasn't totally gray, but also wasn't totally a natural hair color. if that makes sense. And the only options for that are the brown and gray or the black and gray. And I already gave Carson the brown and gray, so I decided to give Hannah the black and gray. I will be perfectly honest, I cannot remember how Hannah's hair is described in the books. I tried to find some information online, but I couldn't quite find any descriptions of what Hannah looked like. I should take some time to actually go through my collection of Nancy Drew books and see if I can find a description. But I just kind of decided to go with my own thing with Hannah. So I went with the black and the gray hair, and I thought she would have very voluminous hair. Just when I picture just kind of a motherly figure, I picture just the beautiful voluminous hair. She's definitely got some beautiful curves. I wanted to give her all of these outfits with the aprons because she's cooking a lot of amazing food. Like when in Alibi in Ashes, when Nancy gets into trouble, the first thing Hannah thinks of is you need some comfort food and stat, which I love. There's few things that can make you feel as nice as a good meal. So I think Hannah is definitely on point there. I gave her some of the new heart earrings. I love the seasonal earrings that came with seasons. They are so fun. So I thought this sweater too was, I looked around for some different sweaters, but I thought this oversized sweater was just so cozy. Hannah, to me, feels like that character that you would always want to give a hug, and she would always be willing to give you a hug. Just very warm and very caring. So I wanted to give her a style that also kind of reflected that. And it's also a feminine, but in kind of almost a little bit glamorous kind of style. She's a gorgeous character, inside and out. So I wanted to really convey that for her. And because it's spring, I mean, sweaters are definitely a good go-to. Longer pants, longer shirts. I tried out some of these other aprons, but these ones were not as cute as the other apron, and they didn't feel quite right. I tried out some dress options as well. I could definitely see Hannah going for a nice dress. I could see her definitely going for a nice cardigan. I can't remember what I end up giving her for her third outfit. Do I go with this cardigan one? Maybe I do. I think I do. I just, again, it feels like very warm, very welcoming, very friendly. That's just kind of how Hannah seems to me. Do I go? Oh yeah, I did go with that. That was outfit number 3, and now we're on outfit number 4. Just trying a few things out. I did like this long turtleneck outfit, but the skirt was just a little bit much. I thought that was a little over the top. I struggled a little bit with this dress. I kind of liked it for her, but then I kind of didn't. I liked it, but it almost felt a little bit too old-fashioned. But at the same time, the Nancy Drew series is kind of vintage in a way. This is kind of a modern reincarnation. Just like in the PC games, it's Nancy in the modern age, but still inspired by the original character. I thought the plaid dress kind of did a nice job of being both modern and original. I wanted to give her overalls as well, but I didn't like that top was kind of a crop top underneath the overalls. The figure skating outfit, definitely not. Actually, I ended up loving this raincoat outfit for Hannah. I thought I could totally see Hannah wearing a beautiful raincoat and being outside, just taking care of the garden outside, even if it was raining. I don't think Hannah would ever let a rainy day ruin her mood. I feel like Hannah would embrace that rainy day, and she would probably go inside, make some hot cocoa and cookies, tend to the garden outside, maybe get some fresh mint for the garden for the hot cocoa. Like, that just totally seems like something that Hannah would do, which I love. It's so comforting. It's so just warm and wonderful. I love these new rainbows too. The clothes that came from Seasons, I like a lot of them. They're very, very cute. So then I wanted to do a nice formal outfit for Hannah. That looked too young. I liked the length of it, but it looked too young. And the other formal dresses just weren't quite right. They either looked too young or they looked like too clubby, like Hannah was gonna go to the club, and I don't think that's really Hannah's scene. I liked this more voluminous skirt for her. I thought this was more kind of a length that Hannah would go for. And I found a nice solid color. I wish the whole skirt was one color, but this was pretty close. Whoa, showing a little bit much with that last jacket there. Do I go with this one with the scarf? Yeah, the formal, it was just taking away too many possible options for me. worked on this for a long time because I had an image in my mind of the kind of outfit that Hannah would wear to a formal event, and none of the outfits I was finding really suited that. I wanted her to have a nice dark top to go with this skirt and to balance things out a little bit, but all of the dark sweaters that I was finding were too short, and they didn't do her curves justice. So I wanted to, and the only one that did work was I think the one I ended up going with, which was this one. This was a good length, but it has that deep V in the back, which I don't know that Hannah would do, but I decided to go with it, I think. You can really only see it from the back, and maybe going out for a formal event is Hannah's time to kind of let her hair down and do something a little bit more glamorous. That can certainly be her time to do that. So then we went for an athletic outfit. Again, I wanted to keep with the idea that Hannah's hair is very thick and has a lot of beautiful volume to it. I wish my hair was thick and voluminous. I'm sure people who have thick hair wish they had thin hair. I think it's always the grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. I know a lot of people who, if they have dark hair, they really wish they had light hair. If they have light hair, like me, they really wish they have darker hair. If they have thin hair like me, we wish we had thicker hair or curly hair, just anything. It's it's tricky because there's pros and cons to whatever hair you have. But I really enjoy this look for Hannah. I think it's very lovely. I thought Hannah, too, would always have a little bit of makeup on. Nothing crazy, but I thought she would like to doll herself up a little bit. I love wearing makeup, and I think there are a lot of positive things to it when you use it in a way that is empowering and not in a way that is trying to hide things or change things, you know. I thought she would have some reading glasses for her pajama outfit, and I thought this like warm comfy robe is totally something I could see Hannah wearing. She'd probably be wearing a nightgown underneath and then would have the robe over it, but I liked the idea of giving her reading glasses because I absolutely picture Hannah in bed reading. I thought about giving her glasses during the day as well, but it didn't look right. It didn't look like the Hannah I was imagining. So I decided to just give them to her for her night times for when she's reading. So Hannah has reading glasses, but not other glasses. I love this sweater dress so much. This is probably my favorite item from the new seasons pack. My favorite Kaz item or Create a Sim item is this sweater dress. It is so pretty. It's just the perfect amount of classy, but also modern and fashionable. It's so cute. I gave Hannah some nice black flats there. I thought she'd do some nice golden earrings. I could absolutely see... do I go with the blue one? The burgundy one is the one that I would wear in real life, which is why I think I gravitated to that color right away, but I think I actually like that blue better on Hannah, which is what I ended up going with. Totally thought that Hannah would wear a nice big hat with her swim outfit to keep cool in the shade. Absolutely could see Hannah doing that, and I wanted to give her a nice swimsuit too that really suits her curves. And the browns, she looks really good in natural tones, Hannah does. Or my version of Hannah here at least does. Forgot to give her some fun makeup for her party look. I thought she would go a little more glamorous for her party look. A little more so than she would during everyday, and same with her formal. So I gave her a little bit more makeup there. As for her warm weather outfit, I also wanted to give her another hat too. Do I go with sunglasses? I don't remember. And then I tried out a few of the different skirt options. I think I do end up going with kind of this jean skirt option. Hannah, I don't really see Hannah doing a crop top or anything super showy. She would do something just practical, something practical and feminine, a lot like Nancy. Maybe Hannah inspired a lot of Nancy's fashion choices, just kind of that laid back, grounded, but still flirty and fashionable, Do I end up going with this? I think I gave her some flip-flops too, or these like just very casual sandals, because I have a feeling that Hannah would be spending a lot of time outside, probably gardening or walking around, just enjoying the weather in the summer. That's something I could see Hannah doing quite a bit. Yeah, I wanted to give her a nice winter hat, but every time I gave her a hat, it squished her hair down a lot, and it always kind of looked a little funny. I would have loved to give Hannah earmuffs, but we did not get any earmuffs now that I think about it in seasons. That would have been so nice. I think earmuffs would have been a good thing to add. I gave her this very classy jacket for her winter wear. And then tried to look for some nice boots, and I gave her some leggings as well. I think they're technically tights, but we'll pretend that they're some nice warm leggings that would go well with this outfit. And I gave her some gloves and boots, so she didn't necessarily need the hat, I suppose. So this is pretty much the Drew family done. This is me just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything major. Again, Nancy I already did a Create a Sim video of, but this is her redone. I'm looking through all the outfits to make sure everything looks okay, that there's nothing I want to change. I do think I changed the color of Hannah's 4th outfit because the blue just wasn't quite working for me. So I think I do change that around a little bit. Do I go with the flowers? What do I go with? Maybe just a more simple one. Yeah, I think I liked that a little bit better. They were so much fun to do. This was such a beautiful family. We're going to go into the screenshots here in a couple of seconds. Yep, here they are. So just going through the screenshots of Nancy and then Carson and Hannah in some of their outfits. I'm just showing some of the newer outfits that I gave Nancy. A nice mix of some casual, but also some feminine, a little bit athletic, but also flirty. Just a nice mix for Nancy. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm really excited to play a more laid-back series with Nancy, which is what this next Let's Play will be. It will definitely be a little bit more chill. It will be focused more on family. Nancy will be in the detective career, and so she will still be solving mysteries, but we will be actively solving mysteries as Nancy, which I think will be a lot of fun. We will get some time playing in The Sims with lovely Carson here and with lovely Hannah. Carson looking very dapper in his lovely sweaters. Oh, and I love that gray in his beard. It just looks so nice. So I hope you like these characters, everyone. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these characters. I had a lot of fun making them. They are such a great family, and I cannot wait to play with them. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.